A grain silo that is shaped like a cylinder has a hemisphere of the same radius on top of the cylinder. Using the dimensions given in the diagram, what is the volume of the grain silo? Round to the nearest tenth. So we need to figure out the volume of the cylinder, and then we're going to add on to that the volume of the hemisphere. So I need to really focus on hemisphere here, because I forget to divide that formula by 2 when we're working with half of a sphere. But the formula for a cylinder for volume is pi r squared h, and if we look over there, what we see is we've got pi, our radius is 5, and the height of our figure is 15. So we can pull up our calculator, pull up Desmos, and we're going to be rounding to the nearest tenth. So it's going to be pi times 5 squared times 15, and that's going to give us 1178.1, because we're looking at the 9 to round that 0. So 1178.1. We're going to add to that the volume of the hemisphere. Again, maybe you don't forget as easily as I do, but the formula is going to be 4/3 times pi r cubed, and we have to divide that all by 2. So a little bit of a tight squeeze here for me, but what we're going to do then is that this is going to be 4/3 times pi. Remember, it says of the same radius, so our radius is still going to be 5 cubed, and we're going to have to take that all and we're going to have to divide by 2. So hopefully I didn't chump myself for the next problem, but as we come over here then, we still have our 1178.1 plus, we're going to pull up our calculator here and we're going to type in 4/3 times pi times 5 cubed, and then we're going to divide that by 2 because we're dealing with the hemisphere, and we get 261.79. Well, again, we see this 9, which is going to cause us to round that 7 to an 8. It's going to be 261.8. And now what we can do is we can add these two together. So 1178.1 plus 261.8, and we end up with 1439.9, and our units are feet cubed.